don't forget to register for Reading Colors Your World Summer Reading Program. Join the fun. You'll earn prizes. Go to srp.rivlib.net. Hello, and welcome to Glen Avon Library Storytime. This is Diane Freimeyer, and I'll be reading for you today Carmine, A Little More Red, by Melissa Sweet. Used with permission by Houghton Mifflin Company. Ring! Carmine, your granny's on the phone. Alphabet. Carmine had a beloved granny who taught her how to read by making alphabet soup. Granny spooned the letters to form a word, and before long, Carmine was reading the whole bowl. Whenever Granny makes a pot of alphabet soup, she invites Carmine to lunch. Beware. On this day, as always, Granny told Carmine it was important to stay on the path and beware of dangers along the way. Hi, Gran. Great. Alphabet soup. Yum, my favorite. Can't wait to see you. You heard a wolf howl last night? Uh-huh. I'll be careful. Nuh-uh. I won't stop along the way. Right. I'm riding my bike, and I'll watch for potholes. Okay. Be there soon. Bye. Okay, boy, let's go. Clutter. Carmine rummaged through her clutter and gathered up pencils, paper, and paint, and anything else she might need along the way to Granny's. Dilly-dally. Some people dilly-dally once in a while, but Carmine made a habit of it. Carmine's mother reminded her to go directly there, please. No dawdling. Don't dilly-dally, your Granny will be waiting. Bye. Okay, bye. Carmine and Rufus took off through the woods. They rode up and down the hillsides until they came to the edge of a field. There were some big tracks along the path. Rufus kept sniffing the air. Still, Carmine thought this looked like a safe enough place just to stop and rest. Do you think it looks safe? Exquisite. It was a clear morning. The light was exquisite. Carmine began making a picture for Granny. Farther. She started filling her painting with color. It may seem far-fetched to think that any painting can be improved by adding a little more red, but Carmine believes it to be true. The poppies in the distance caught her eye, and she wandered farther to get a better look. Green. Walking along, carrying her easel, Carmine noticed how the sunlight flickered on the tall green grass, the ferns and flowers. She made sketches in her notebook. Granny would love this painting best of all. Haiku. Thinking of Granny, Carmine wrote a haiku. My Granny is plump. Her soup will make you want more. The secret is bones. Indeed. Meanwhile, Rufus noticed an odd scent in the air. Indeed. He knew a wolf when he smelled one. Sniff, sniff. Joke. Rufus was nervous at the thought of a wolf nearby. It was no joke that a wolf could eat a dog in the blink of an eye. Typically, wolves eat mice and other small creatures. Knoll. By now, Carmine was far away on a knoll. She could see Granny's house, and even Granny's sheep way in the distance, and she could still see Rufus, but just barely. Lurking. Most wolves practice the fine art of lurking. Mimic. A mockingbird landed above Carmine's head. Mockingbirds are famous for their ability to mimic sounds of all kinds. This one was snarling and growling and licking its chops. It even howled. Growl, snack. Ow! Nincompoop. Everyone knows it isn't nice to call a person, or even a bird, a nincompoop. But sometimes Carmine could not help herself. Growl. Ow! Pipe down, you nincompoop. Omen. The mockingbird reminded Carmine that her granny had heard a wolf howl last night. She wondered if this bird was a sign of trouble, a bad omen. Pluck. Anyone else might have gotten the heebie-jeebies from a bird making sounds like that, but Carmine had a good deal of pluck. She rolled up her sleeves and went back to painting. Quiver. A rustling noises in the bushes made Rufus quiver. Reckoned. Rufus reckoned this was a full-fledged wolf in front of him. He could tell by the large eyes, big ears, and long nose and teeth. Surreal. Rufus began to bark. Bark, bark, woof, grrr, ruff, bark. And the wolf knew exactly what he was saying. Surreal as it may seem, dogs are descendants of wolves, and it made sense that the wolf could understand his language. You're going where? To Granny's? And your friend, too? It's where? The little white house over the hill and through the field. Granny has a flock of sheep? She's plump? Really, Granny makes the best soup you ever ate? Oh, she makes it with bones. Perfect. A meal for me and my pups, too. It took the wolf just a little while to get to Granny's house. Trouble. As soon as Granny spotted the wolf outside, she grabbed the key to lock the door. She didn't want any trouble, but it was too late. Wolf! Look at the size of those bones! Granny screamed at the top of her lungs. Doors slammed and pots clattered. Granny saw her kitchen turned upside down. Then it went quiet. Usually the neighbors are home and would have heard Granny's cry for help, and usually a woodcutter is around, but on this day he was deep in the woods, felling trees for a treehouse. Deep in the woods. No wolf can climb a tree. We'll need a little piggy ladder. 3-bedroom treehouse. We can add straw, sticks, bricks. The siding is up to you. Voila! That means there you are, there you have it in French. Voila! Carmine had just exclaimed as she finished her painting. It was at that moment she heard the cry, "Wolf!" Worry. When she heard the cry, she was filled with worry. Carmine raced to Granny's as fast as she could. Hang on, Rufus! X-ray. No one really has X-ray vision except superheroes. Carmine was not a superhero. At the little white house, all she could see of Granny were her glasses flung across the floor. There were tracks and footprints, but no Granny. Meanwhile, back at his den, the wolf held out an armful of bones. His pups began to yap their heads off. Yap, 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 yap. Pop's home and he's got bones, meaty bones. Yap, yap, yip. Yodel. When all seemed lost, Carmine and Rufus heard an odd noise, sort of like a yodel. The sound made Rufus berserk. Carmine yanked on the closet door. Yodel-ee-oo, yoo-hoo, yodel-ee. Ruff, ruff. One day you head out down the road with no worries. The next moment you think your granny has been eaten up by a wolf. But just as quickly, voila! Here she is, hiding in a closet, yodeling, and everything is okay again. It's zany. Carmine, Rufus, I'm so glad you're safe. The wolf pushed me in the closet. Goodness, it was stuffy in there. I was too scared to come out. Then I was pretty sure I heard you two. Zillion. Granny and Carmine served up the alphabet soup. Rufus ate a bone the wolf left behind. Granny reminded Carmine that she had been told a zillion times not to dilly-dally in the woods. Carmine said that she would never dawdle again. She gave her Granny the painting she had done, and Granny hung it on the wall with the rest of Carmine's pictures. Brilliant, a masterpiece, your best work yet. I knew you'd like it. Carmine and Rufus zoomed home. They didn't stop once. And now we have Granny's alphabet soup. As all the ingredients for you to make up your own yummy alphabet soup. Bones optional. And now we have our red poppy craft. First, bend all of the red pipe cleaners in half to find the middle. Second, open them almost fully again and twist them together in the middle to make a 6-point star. Third, roll the end of each pipe cleaner into a snail shape until you have 5 petals. Cut the uncurled 6th bit of pipe cleaner off. Fourth, thread the green pipe cleaner through the center of the flower and secure at the back. Enjoy your flower. Books to read. Red Flower Goes West, The Red Chalk, The Red Wolf. More books to read. The Red Thread, The Red Lemon, Red Ted and the Lost Things. All available on rivlib.net. For more information on these or other books, look up rivlib.net on the internet or call Glen Avon Library at 951-685-8121. Find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.